Hello, I'm Bob Toomey. Welcome to Around the Old Town. With me today is Alex Pazanson. Alex, you're becoming a regular here.
Thank you, Bob.
If I didn't know better, I think you might be after my job.
Well,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, it's not like people are breaking the door to get in here, so don't worry about it. Actually, I asked Alex to come on because he and Lisa and the Hug Foundation did a event with the Boston Bruins and local Abington fellows, women too. And he also has an event coming up in April that I wanted him to talk about. I also wanted to mention the Coombs Foundation event coming up, and I wanted to thank Mr. Bailey and his staff and volunteers for the parade, and we have a lot going on. So, Alex, why don't we start with the event it's going to sponsor?
Well, on April 5th, coming up in about a week or so, we have this event coming up, which is going to be a real fun event for the Hug Foundation. We have the band The Fools, who a lot of you might remember them. They were a real popular Boston area band back in the 70s and 80s. They had one of the biggest hits on MTV, 1985, World Dance Party, and it's a real fun band, dance band, but you don't have to dance. If you want to come, just listen to the music and have fun. Joe Ligotti, the guy from Boston, will be the host. And the most important part is it's a fundraiser. And it's another fun event that the Hug Foundation does to raise money. And a portion of the proceeds on April 5th will go to Nicole Jacobs, who's a reporter on NECN. And she's running the Boston Marathon for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. So we're going to make a sizable donation to her, hopefully, from the proceeds from this. We're going to have lots of raffles and auction items and some real great auction items and lots of raffle stuff. We'll have lots of Bruins memorabilia for sale. The ticket includes dinner. It'll be a buffet dinner. It's only $30 per person.
In advance? In
advance. $275 if you want to reserve your own table at 10. So get a bunch of your friends together, and it's only $275. And we will sell tickets at the door for $35. Okay. The event's going to be held at the Braintree DAV Hall on Liberty Street in Braintree. And just hoping you all come out. It's going to be a real fun evening. The Fools are great guys to hang around with, and a lot of fun.
Right, it is a party.
It's a party.
Right.
It's a party.
Right, it's not a concert type thing. It's a party.
Yeah.
And they really get involved. And
yeah.
They can
and then, of course, Joe Ligotti's going to be up there on stage.
He has an opinion or two, huh?
On everything.
Well, I know in order for that woman to run, does she have to promise to raise like $2,500?
Yeah, as you know from our hockey game we did back in January, we gave a $2,500 donation to Dan Lakature, one of the former Boston Bruins that's running the marathon for Children's Hospital. He has to raise $6,500. Wow. And they have to raise that. If they don't raise it, they have to pay.
Comes out of their pocket.
Right. Nicole has to I say only, but has to raise $4,500. So we're hoping to give her a sizable amount also from the night.
And of course, both are great causes. I mean,
yeah, I mean, Hug Foundation has donated to several marathon runners. Dan Lakature for Children's Hospital, Nicole Jacobs for Dana-Farber. Dave Andelman's running for the Greg Hill Foundation.
I'm not familiar with that.
Greg Hill has his own foundation. It basically does what the Hug Foundation does, helps families in need or in time of crisis. We've made a donation to Christy Coombs. She has a runner going this year.
Oh, great.
As she did last year. So, you know, we try to help all the different causes.
Right, and you succeed. That's the difference. Speaking of events, you had the Bruins alumni hockey game recently.
Yeah, it was our biggest hockey game so far. This was the fourth one we've done. It was a great event, nearly a sellout crowd at Rockland Rink, and the after party at J.P. Ryan's was to capacity.
Yes.
And just a great time. We raised lots of money, and everyone had a great time. The Bruins always have a great time in Abington.
Right, I know they enjoy coming back. I had the opportunity to speak to a number of them.
Right.
And they actually feel like home here. You can tell they're that comfortable.
Yeah, they're very comfortable.
Well, you and your staff and the volunteers helped to make it that way.
Right.
So obviously,
they do a lot for us. We get a lot of help from them with memorabilia and different things. Sure. So they're very, very good to the Hug Foundation.
Well, on this event, let's go over the fine points. Is there a website or anything, or a telephone number, anybody if they have questions?
Yes, if you want tickets, you can go to the Hug Foundation website, which is www.hugfoundationma.org, and there'll be a link there. You can purchase tickets online, right with your credit card, or you can call my office, 781-857-2200, and I have paper tickets, hard copy tickets that we'll gladly deliver, or you can just call me and reserve a table. You can also contact us through Facebook, Hug Foundation on Facebook, Facebook/Help Us Give. So there's lots of ways you can get in touch with us, and you tell us you want to come, we'll reserve a table for you.
Excellent. And the DAV Hall on Liberty Street in Braintree.
The DAV Hall is located at 788 Liberty Street in Braintree. It's very easy to get to from Abington. You know, like I said, why don't you get 10 people together and reserve your own table?
Right.
It's going to be a great night out. 10 people, only $27.50 a person.
And it's April 5th?
April 5th, Saturday night, April 5th.
Okay.
Great date night, so bring your date and let's go see the Fools.
And it doesn't mean me this time. Well, I appreciate that, Alex, and I hope it's a success like all your other ventures, and
Thank
I'm
you.
sure you'll do well. Also, I wanted to mention Christy Coombs Foundation is having an event Thursday, March 27th at 7 p.m., and it's a medium, I guess,
Yeah, she has a psychic medium.
a psychic
Something.
coming in to read your fortune, or to...
I
I don't know the
think
particulars.
she's
and-
going to reach over.
From the other
crossover,
side,
from
cross
the
over
other
to the other
side,
side,
yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, it's an event Thursday, March 27th, 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:15, and it's at the Senior Center here in Abington. Tickets are $30 a person, and if you'd like, you can contact Christy or her staff or volunteers at 781-982-1608 or 781-644-6947. And again, this is another great cause. Christy's helped out the community, many, many, many members of the community. And like Alex, the Hug Foundation, the Coombs Foundation gives back in all sorts of ways that I don't even want to start mentioning because I know I'll miss too many. But if you could help them out, it's a great cause. And I'm sure you'll have fun if you, my wife has gone to some of these spiritualists, whatever you call them, and they tend to have a lot of fun. So just to go over it again, Thursday, March 27th, 7 p.m. at the Senior Center in Abington. Doors open at 6:15. Tickets are $30 a person, and they can be purchased. You can call 781-982-1608 or 781-644-6947. Also wanted to thank Jack Bailey and his staff and volunteers for the parade. Another St. Patrick's Day parade was tremendous. Weather was a little chilly. I wasn't, it was a little too cold for me. But I understand that it was well attended, and the floats were great, and the spirit always is exciting.
Always a great time.
Exactly, and everyone again enjoyed themselves. I know my wife and kids went, and some nieces and nephews from Weymouth came down. And so keep up the great work, Mr. Bailey, and all the staff and volunteers you get. And we look forward to next year's March 17th parade, St. Patrick's Day parade. One thing I always ask when we're doing this show is to keep in mind the soldiers that have returned from Afghanistan and Iraq. Particularly, some looking for work, just that might need some assistance. A lot of times these guys are very proud and aren't going to ask for assistance. If you have a family member of a soldier and you want to get some help, if they need help, many guys come back fine. But if we can help you in any way, you can contact me and we can try to set you up with any assistance you might need. The soldiers have given so much for us. The least we can do is give back to you folks and the families of soldiers. My number is 781-792-1957. I'd be more than happy to help. Matter of fact, Alex, while I have you, you might know, I understand that there's talk of cutting our veterans agent to work in conjunction with just one veterans agent with Whitman.
I believe that's happened. I think that happened on March 1st. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Abington and Whitman have joined forces, and there's now only one veterans agent that's handling both towns, which, as you know, when Joe was
Colantoni.
doing, it was a
full-time
full-time
job, right.
So hopefully they'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning was behind it. I hope it wasn't just to save money. I don't know.
I don't know either,
Yeah.
but I know Joe. I knew Joe well, and I know
Yes.
that was a full-time job.
No doubt in my mind, and I'm sure Mr. Pratt was doing this similar
Right.
work in ethics. So again, if we can help out the veterans, please, let's do it. Also like to always mention the Abington Food Pantry. again, they basically have to provide food for families 24/7. Just because it's Thanksgiving time, people tend to think more of it, but families are in need every day, every week, every month. So again, please keep the Abington Food Pantry in mind. If you want to donate, they will always accept food. You can go right to Plymouth Street, right at the St. Bridget's complex there, and drop clothing off to the boxes they have. I think they might have set times to accept food donations, but call ahead. It's the Abington Food Pantry through St. Francis, through St. Vincent de Paul.
St. Vincent de Paul.
St. Vincent de Paul.
I believe Trukey's has
A box.
bins in the
Right.
front of the store that when you check out, you can donate.
You're right,
there.
Alex, right.
Yeah.
When people are exiting Trukey's off, you even want to bring some in, I'm sure.
Right.
But as you purchase your items at Trukey's and you'd like to stop and drop food off, they're always open 9 p.m. at night, except Sunday. They close at 8 p.m. And I think they open at 7 a.m. Each day. So please feel free to drop food off there. But that's always a cause that we need to support. They do a tremendous job. And if you're in need of assistance, from what I understand, we've had Mr. McCabe and a fellow from Rockland, I can't remember his name. We've had them on the show a couple of times. If you're in a need of assistance, I know Tuesday evenings, I believe it's at 5 or 6 p.m., you can go and kind of shop. But you have to be an Abington resident. You have to have proof of residence.
Right.
But just any assistance you need, they'd be more than happy to give it to you. And the people who are donating too, I do remember them saying to me that if you donate cash, they can get almost like $7 to your dollar because of different deals they have with supermarkets, etc. And so if you're willing to provide food, that's fantastic. Or paper goods, toiletries, napkins, utensils.
Right.
But also, if you're able to give cash, they literally get like $7 to the dollar
Really?
for what we donate, yes. And they can get all sorts of other food stuff. So please keep the Abington Food Pantry in mind. If there are any events coming up that you want to publicize, particularly charitable events, my name's Bob Toomey. The telephone number is 781-792-1957. You can reach me via the computer. I usually don't check it. My son Edmund checks it. It's Toomey, Toomey 44 at Verizon.net. Because we'd like to publicize charitable type events, because it's hard enough with this economy to get money, and if we do a free form of advertising, if we can assist you, we'd love to do it. If you do have programs that you see here, please tell your friends. They don't have to watch it just on Abington Cable. Justin Shanahan and the Cable Access Media Group has a website called abingtoncam.org, and I believe that's how you get to our website, and you can literally see the shows that they've produced.
Right. I've done that.
You've done it yourself, okay. And it's a great way to do it, especially if you have, like in Alex's case, this event in Braintree. You might call some people in Braintree and say, hey, look, this guy Alex was talking about the Hug Foundation event. I don't remember the particulars, but if you go on abingtoncam.org, type in around the Old Town, or point to around the Old Town, it'll give you the information you need for this event. So please, keep that in mind. If you want to publicize an event, get a hold of us. I can't think of anything else that's on the immediate horizon.
Well, let's hope we see everyone.
Yeah, either at the
April
Coombs
5th.
Foundation and at the Hug Foundation on April 5th in Braintree. Again, keep the food pantry in mind and keep the soldiers and their families in mind. Alex, thanks again for coming on.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for all you've
Bob.
done,
Thanks
Lisa,
for always
and
helping us
all
out.
you have a lot of good people in your group too. So,
We do.
And,
We have a lot of good volunteers, and we appreciate them all.
and I want to thank Justin Shannon in particular for, again, coming in on his own time to help us out with this. So for all of us here in front of the camera, I want to thank all the people behind the camera, and hope everyone stays healthy. Thank you.